Hi guys, it's Taylor here with a CryEngine tutorial, and this time we're starting off with making a new terrain. So this is pretty easy. First of all, we go out to File, New, and then we type the name of the level. So in this case, I'm just going to call it Test. You can call it whatever you like. The default settings are good for this tutorial, so this shouldn't take too long to create it. Okay, so that's done. As you can see, we've got some nice water with reflection and stuff already. So the next thing we need to do is make the terrain more of a terrain. So we can do this by going to Terrain, Edit Terrain, and first of all we want to go to Modify, Set Max Height, and we can set this to something like 215 or 210, whatever you like. Really, it's good to keep a pretty small level, as you don't want the terrain to be too big, otherwise the player won't be able to walk on it. We now go to Tools, Generate Terrain. The default settings are fine, then click on OK. Okay, so this is the height map. We can now close this and we can go up here, and yeah, it's not bad terrain. Also, test it out. You can press Ctrl G. This then takes you into the game. This is not my character. This is actually the default character you get with the engine. So whenever you enter the game, this character enter. I'm not quite sure about making custom characters yet, because CryEngine uses its own extensions, all of that. So hopefully I'll have more of that later. But as you can see, for now, if you press Ctrl G, you can go into the game. You can probably see it just says no service type, and this is the next bit doing. So if you press Escape to exit the game mode, then we go up to Terrain, Texture, and we can change this to well, I'm going to have kind of a swirly type place. You can call this anything you want, doesn't really matter. So I'm going to call it swirl. Go down to layer texture, change layer texture, and I'm in the wrong directory here, so I'm going to go to and I'm going to have a nice muddy texture. You can use any of these you want, but just don't use the blue ones, bump maps, because they won't work. So let's see. So I'm going to use this one here. You can use any one. So obviously that's uploaded in the preview, but you may have noticed there is nothing on the terrain, and that's because we have to go up here and do File, Generate Surface Texture, and default settings fine. High quality means it's a lot high quality. I can't do this in the video as it would take far too long, and I calculate terrain sky accessibility, does all the shadows, makes it look really good. But for the sake of the video, I can't do it because it would take way too long. So I'll go ahead, press OK, and shouldn't take too long. And as you can see, we have got a nice. Well, actually, it's not that great, is it? And this is because the next bar is to go up to the roll-up bar here, Layer Painter, and depending on if you use grass or saw, but here you generally want to choose a colour which suits your texture. So as I was using soil, I most likely want a pretty dark soily colour. Then we also, this brush is way too small. We've got to cover the whole terrain. So up in Radius, you can just bring that up, and you basically just click, and your texture should paint over. So it's pretty simple. I'm pretty new to this as well, so I can't create great terrains because I'm not that good at this. But then yeah, basically it's, well, as you can see, it is actually pretty easy to make a terrain. obviously good ones, you've also got to add a lot more. In the next video I'll be going over vegetation and placing objects. I haven't got my own objects, but the engine does come with a few examples. So you do have some grasses, vegetation, and a couple of objects which we should be able to add. So yeah, the next one will be adding a lot more detail to the terrain. So after you've done this, you can go ahead, and I think it should have updated the shooting as well. Okay, so that's mostly done. So if I go back in, press Ctrl G. Okay, so didn't want to die, but anyway, notice zoomed in, it comes like this, and I'm not sure what this is, honestly. I mean, because in the distance you can see it's fine, but especially when you shoot, okay, still got that problem. Well, I'm pretty confused by that. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if this is just in the editor it'll come up with, like, obviously this problem here, but obviously the distance doesn't look half bad. So that's making terrain. In the next one we'll be going into a bit more detail, brushing up a bit on the texturing and starting to do a bit of vegetation work. And then after that we'll probably start some putting in a few other objects like rocks, a few buildings, stuff like that. So I hope this did help you. Oh, that's quite cool because it's changing time of the day now. So I hope this has helped you a bit, because I'm not a professional in this engine. Basically, I'm not a guru at this at all. I just wanted to really bring you along with my experience with the engine, so I want to learn at the same time as showing others how to get it to work, so people can follow what I'm doing and kind of follow it and learn something along with it. So thanks for watching, and remember to watch the next part, which will be going over vegetation.